Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. This is episode 8 of season 2 of ABC's Once Upon a Time, entitled Into the Deep. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, Into the Deep. Now, the past last 2 episodes of Once Upon a Time have been a miss for me. Story wise and just overall arc of the whole series, they just been a big miss for me, and I really didn't enjoy it that much. I kind of did enjoy the one with Red Riding Hood. That storyline, that was pretty good, but the one with the Jack and the Beanstalk, it was just a terrible storyline for me. But this episode, we're getting back into the swing of things. We're getting back into the real meat of the what drives this series along, and I really like this episode a lot. I really did enjoy it thoroughly. I thought it was very well. I thought it was well paced. I thought it was the way I thought everybody was just on their A game. Now this episode kind of takes place because we follow Henry and Ahura. They're in their dream sequence thing, and they end up finding each other in their little dream fire in the fire room. So now they can communicate with each other back and forth to figure out how to get Emma and Snow back into Storybrooke. And I thought that was just a great premise to that the writers came up with, just the dream, and having inside the dream is another kind of portal or another dimension where they could communicate back and forth. I thought that was just very good storytelling. And like I said, this episode it was very good. It was very entertaining because just the whole Snow White and Emma really trying to fight and really get back to their loved ones, and you just see their determination and their grasping at straws right now. And they kind of get this glance of hope when they find out that Ahura has seen Henry in her dream. So that's how they get the communication going. Now the whole plot of this episode is how Emma and Snow and Mulan and Ahura can stop Korra and get back to their their place. So they tell Henry to figure out a way in Storybrooke, and they end up coming up with a solution. And the only person that can really stop Korra is basically the one who kind of banished her and the one who defeated her in the first place, and that's Mr. Gold, aka Rumpelstiltskin. So I like the fact that he was kind of hesitant at first when Regina came to him, because he was at the diner with Belle, trying to get a relationship going back with her. And Regina is asking for something again, and he's hesitant at first because she is the person that drove Belle, captured Belle for 28 years, whatever. So he had a chip on his shoulder, and that was understandable. But he comes around once once he learns that Korra is a bigger threat right now. So I really like that he understands how big of a threat Korra is, and how dangerous she can actually be if she gets to Storybrooke. So he sets his differences aside with Regina just to fix this issue. And I really like that. I thought that just brought more character development for Regina, and it brought more character development for Rumpelstiltskin, because they both hate each other, but for the greater good, they will work together for right now. So I thought it was good. Another thing that was really great about this episode is more and more every time I watch these episodes, I start to like David even more. I start to like Prince Charming even more. Like season 1, I didn't really like him too much. I thought he was cheesy, corny, but I think that just had to do with the whole him being under a spell and stuff. But now that he's the Prince Charming and stuff, I'm getting on his side a little bit more. I think he has a lot more. I think out of everybody in this series so far, I think he's had the most character development, at least for me, because season one, I couldn't stand him. Now I'm getting on his side, and I'm really, you know, standing behind him. And I think he's just grown. The actor has really grown into his character. One character, and you know, in this series that I always enjoy, and I always know that if it's a bad episode, but if she's in it, then it's gonna be all right. You know, I at least know I like her parts. Is always Snow. Every scene that she in, like especially now that you know she's found Emma, and you know she's got the mom like role in her and out. Just every scene that she's in, it's just I always get behind her, and I'm always rooting for her, and I always sympathize with her, and you feel like her pain and stuff that she goes through, and I really like her as a character. To me, she's other than Rumpelstiltskin, she's probably my second favorite character of the show, and it says a lot because you have a lot of characters and a lot of just a lot of different, you know, personalities, but she's always just a standout performance. And just in this episode alone, her dealing with, like, first she's really confident in telling Emma that everything's going to be okay, but then you see that her guard is kind of goes down once she finds out that, you know, David is in this like fire room or whatever, and he's trapped in there and stuff, and she needs to get back to save him. So you know she gets worried, and she doesn't know if she can do it. And you see like the instincts come out when Mulan steals like the metal, and she tracks Mulan's ass down like that, and just really like I really enjoy watching Snow just kick ass and just be badass. And one these other two, you know, Ohara and Mulan, they just for some reason I thought, like, you know, when season two started and you found out that Mulan was gonna be, I was really excited. But now, you know, she's getting annoying, and I don't know, it's just weird. You know, her and Ahura, they're just like they're always the oddball balls that are just in the episode for some reason. I don't know. I think uh they're not really needed, if you ask me. I mean, and I love Mulan, but I just feel like in the series they're just not really needed or wanted, and it's just weird when they're around. I just cringe a little bit inside. I don't know why, but hopefully they can fix that. The actor or the actresses can fix that and try to get that back together, because I like Mulan, but man, in the series, man, I cringe whenever her and horror are on scene for some reason, and it shouldn't be like that. But overall, I thought this was a great episode. You know, I thought it got the story moving along. Hopefully, you know, they can get back in time, because now we find out that, you know, Captain Hook kind of double cross. He's a sly mother. He's a sly pirate. He's very slick. Um, he ends up stealing Ahora's heart or whatever, and he gives it to Korra. And now Korra is basically controlling Ahura, you know, just making her talk and stuff. And you know, Emma and Snow, they don't know nothing about this. So this is a this can be a big setback for, uh it can just be a very big setback, and it can complicate a lot of things for Snow and Emma, with you know, Korra having Ahora's heart and telling them stuff just to, or you know, just getting information out. So overall though, I really did enjoy this episode. I can't wait for next week's episode. What did you guys think? What was your favorite parts of this episode? Did anything stick out for you? So please like this video, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought. And as always, guys, this is Search Show 24/7. Be easy.